I got married recently, and everyone said I would learn new things about my husband after we'd been married for a little while. And they were right. The first time he went grocery shopping, he came home with normal eggs. And I realized I'd married a monster. A chicken-hating, oppressive, inhumane egg stealer. Because you see, as the Humane Society of the United States has documented, egg-laying hens are kept in cages, usually with about 67 square inches per bird, and that's about the size of an envelope. When they're just chicks, their beaks are cut off, and they're habitually starved throughout their lives in order to manipulate egg production. Only a monster would support that type of system. In his defense, my husband tried to explain that they were $1.50 cheaper than the cage-free, free-range, hippie eggs that I always buy. So I did some research to prove my point, obviously. But I learned something that was actually quite interesting. You see, the United States Department of Agriculture actually has no enforceable standards for what qualifies as cage-free or free-range. The only rule is no cages. Which means that these egg-laying hens are packed into barns just as tightly. Their beaks are still cut off, and they're still habitually starved. So, my cage-free, free-range eggs, they're just as monstrous. What's an egg eater to do? This is a big question that I have, because I have eggs every breakfast. PETA and the local animal sanctuaries recommend that I go egg-free, that this would be an empowering thing for my life, and that it'd be a good first step towards veganism. It's not going to work for me. And it doesn't have to, because there are other options. You can buy free-range eggs that are actually free-range from local farmers at farmers markets. Here in Wheaton, we have a market every single Saturday morning. Now, my husband isn't thrilled that the price of eggs just went up again, but it's good for the local economy, it's good for the farmer, it's good for the chicken, it's good for my conscience. But you can't always get to farmers market. Sometimes you're in a pinch and you're in the grocery store and you need eggs. What then? Well, you can do what we did. We started an egg jar. Every time we're in a pinch and we buy monstrous eggs from the grocery store, we just put $1.50 into the egg jar. And then we donate the jar to a local charity. It's not a perfect system. But when you've married a monster, you have to start somewhere.